we can go steady. How's about saving all your time for me? No good looking, I know I've been cooking. How's about keeping steady company? I'm gonna throw my date book over the fence and buy me one for 5 or 10 cents. I'll keep it till it's covered with age, 'cause I'm writing your name down every page. Say, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me?
Good evening. This is Warrior Empowerment Hour. This is Mr. Too Easy on WRGG. So today, our quote for the day is: some people spend an entire lifetime wondering if they made a difference. Veterans don't have that problem. That's a real powerful there quote there. So, of course, today my topic will be, I guess, stressors and choices. So, first I'd like to thank Wounded Warrior Project for having me at this seminar this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and it ended on Sunday. It was pretty cool. It was a warrior leader and peer support group leaders that they were interviewing for, see if they wanted to become some more volunteers. So I was on there because I was there because I've done a few events with Wounded Warrior Project, and they have a lot of resources that are out there for everyone to use. So you don't have to just be an OIF veteran, OIF veteran. Vietnam veterans can use resources as well from the Wounded Warrior Project. So it's just not for one era. They have so many resources that every era of veteran or every military personnel can actually utilize. So which was a good weekend. They started off, with a meet and greet, introduced ourselves. Then we did a tour of Gettysburg Battleground, which was awesome, totally awesome. They just talked about every single thing, and we just lucked up to have another veteran that was a tour guide from Gettysburg facility to do the tour with us, which was really awesome because when you veterans or you military personnel and you do one of these tours, when you have another military personnel or veteran that's giving it, and it has more impact because you guys speak the same language. We speak the same language, so it was pretty awesome. So I learned a lot. They was saying how the Confederate flag was created, and that was just unreal. It was a lot of information where it was just a white flag with an X, well, with a cross on it. Then it was a red, white, and blue flag. Then it was just like wow. So it was like different variables of flags until they actually came up with the last one, which we have now. So it was pretty awesome. Um, Learned about some battles. Learned about most of the generals that were there in the battle. So that was pretty cool. Then after that, we had lunch. We sat, chit chatted amongst ourselves about ideas and things that we can bring to the table because each one of us had a different ability, a different thing to bring to the table. So I met a lot of great veterans out there. So thank you guys. I know you guys are driving home now. We had people from southern West Virginia, southern Maryland. Of course, I was from PA. We had some people from Hagerstown, from Frederick, from all over. So definitely thank you guys. It was wonderful meeting you guys. So definitely my prayers are with you. And if you ever need anything, you know who to call. So we also had Team Rubicon come out there because they do a lot of disaster relief nationwide, and then they also do disaster relief stateside for veterans. Um, we also had two other organizations out there, Travis Minion Foundation. They were out there. They have a lot of leadership capabilities to give veterans. They also do disaster and distressed individuals, military. So that was pretty good. So it was just wonderful. Then we ended it up with AAR After Actions Review, which was pretty cool. 3 ups, 3 downs. It was just wonderful all around. And the way Wounded Warrior Project select these individuals to become or have a chance to choose if they want to be a warrior lead volunteer or a peer support mentor volunteer. Everyone just came together and was just we was there for one purpose, and that was for our fellow brothers and sisters at arms. So it was just cool meeting a lot of people. So with that, I will definitely repeat the quote: "Is some people spend an entire lifetime wondering if they made a difference. Veterans don't have that problem." So the next selection will be Michael Jackson, "Heal the World." If you know it, sing along. All right, Heal the World by Michael Jackson. Make the world a better place. So some people spend their entire lifetime wondering if they made a difference. Veterans don't have that problem. So, an experience that I'm going through right now, this is Mr. Too Easy WRGG. So, right now, I made some choices to work with some fellow people to better their job out there, and so I've went away from some of the stuff I used to do, plan events, um, support and give all dedicated my time to my brothers and sisters in arms, other fellow veterans, other military personnel. So I've been doing this since about October or so, and I came to a realization that I'm mentally being drained. Things are very easy. So, like I say, it's too easy. But certain things, it's just, I may have to step back and reevaluate and see how I want to go moving forward. So, little minor things like that. As we all think, well, if we choose this path, it'd be better for myself and my family. But we never think about the stressors, never think about the long-term outcome. We just think, well, if we do this one thing, life will be a lot easier for us. Whether it is to get promoted in a job, whether it is to get promoted in the military, whether it is to just, start your own business. There's a lot of factors that play that you have to consider. You know, driving to and from is no problem. I don't mind the drive, but sometimes certain things just mentally drain an individual. Sometimes physically drains an individual. So I'm beginning to learn that. And of course, I've come too far in my journey to degress. So I'm definitely, got to make some choices in the near future. But for those who are out there who may be going through the same thing, only thing I can say is definitely keep your eye on the prize. I had a lot of things on my plate, but most positive thing, I went to the gym twice a day. I haven't gone to the gym in about 2 weeks, so I need to go back and doing that. So it's just things here and there that makes a big difference, a big impact in your life, no matter how small or big it is. It's the little things that actually makes the biggest impact. Simple as just going to the gym for 30 minutes or for an hour. You take that out, then how do you relieve your stress? How do you have that relaxation? It's just, for me, the gym is my outlet. The gym is my stress reliever. So when I don't go, it gets all bottled up, you know. So I have no outlet, no positive outlet. So that's just food for thought. So with that, I will play the next song by Cheryl Wright, Bumper on My SUV.
I've got a bright red sticker on the back of my car. Says United States Marines.
Yeah, bumper my SUV. So this is Mr. Too Easy with Warrior Empowerment Hour. The quote is, some people spend their entire lifetime wondering if they made a difference. Veterans don't have that problem. Yes, we do not have that problem. We know we made a difference in everything that we've done for the better good of everyone. So definitely, if you're out there, my brothers and sisters in arms, thank you, and my prayers go out to you as usual. So, right now, the topic is choices, and throughout my journey of when I came back from overseas, it's always been a journey. It's been, difficult, been trying times, but at the end of the day, as long as you keep your eye on the prize, every anything can be possible. As I always say, I don't speak for every veteran. I speak for, myself. But every now and again, someone out there feels the same way I do. And just, all I can say is basically, don't forget about your brothers and sisters out there. Call them and see how they're doing. Check up on them. Send them an instant message on Facebook. Hit them on Instagram. Because right now we're losing 22 a day, and that's not good due to how people are feeling, PTSD, survivor's guilt, MST, a whole list of things. It's just we have to police ourselves sometime and check on our battle buddies, to make sure they're okay. Even if it's just to sit back and say, hey buddy, just let me listen to you. What's on your mind? So definitely, definitely, if you're out there, you need someone to talk to, definitely hit up Mr. Too Easy. I have my Facebook page, Warrior Empowerment Hour, WRGG 93.7. Definitely hit me up on Instagram, Mr. Too Easy. So it's just have an outlet out there. They also have a crisis hotline out there. You can go to your local VFW, AMVETS, American Legion, Marine Corps Lodge, everything out there. There's a lot of resources out there. You can call the Wounded Warrior Project, Lone Survivor. There's so many resources out there for us all. Definitely use them. Definitely use them. Don't be too proud. Don't let your integrity tell you don't need it. Definitely, you know, just pick up the phone, hit someone up. If you need help, just say you need some help. Because I know how I was. I was a little stubborn. I don't need help. I'm military, army. All that I can be. I'm not broken, but you know, the old Mr. Too Easy is gone, but there's a new Mr. Too Easy. And as long as you have your eye on the prize, you're doing what you need to do, and you have a great base at home with some great supporters, anything can be accomplished. Any single thing. Whether you're single, you're married, you're in a relationship, and no matter what, anything can be accomplished. So definitely, guys and girls out there, don't be afraid to ask for help. So with that, our next song will be Sister Sledge, We Are Family. That's a good one. If you know it, sing along. Taking it way back. Oh, yeah, what a wonderful selection. Yeah. So, our quote of the day is: some people spend their entire lifetime wondering if they made a difference. But you know what? Veterans don't have that problem. So none of our men and women out there, first responders, military, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, everyone out there, you have a purpose in life. And you guys out there, you are the front line stateside, and most of the effort, we are the ones out there doing what needs to be done, day and night, making sure, people are safe at night in their homes, making sure, if any emergency come out, they're out there. So definitely my hat goes off to all you guys. So, I can't say more than enough. It's wonderful to be out here today. It's wonderful. Had a great weekend this weekend. Thank you, all my battle buddies out there. It is just too easy. Nothing can stop you but you. No matter, what may hit you, what problems may come about, you are the one that can make that change. You are the one that can decide whether or not you're going to persevere. You are the one to decide whether or not you're going to keep pushing. You are the one to say, you know what, I'm going to do it. So with that, I will give you a wonderful selection by Three Doors Down, Kryptonite. If you know it, sing along. Everything there in the center time. Inside of the moon. I think there's nothing I can do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Holding my hand, to people holding my superhuman mind, kryptonite. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. This is Mr. Too Easy, WRGG 93.7. The quote of the day is: some people spend their entire lifetime wondering if they made a difference. Veterans don't have that problem. So, as myself, as a fellow veteran, I know I made a difference. Of course, I made the sacrifice and the choice to join the Army. And, I didn't join to say, oh, I want to go to combat. I joined, for going to college. I joined because, my family was in it and I just loved it and everything that it stood for. So, I had the pleasure of doing 3 tours overseas. I have no regrets, no regrets. I take the bitter with the sweet. If I could do it all over again, knowing what I knew now, I would still do it. It's just wonderful that you're part of a bigger cause than yourself. Um, it's just speechless, but it's just wonderful being a part of the nightmares, the flashbacks. Um, it's just like I was in Lowe's a few months ago, and just a person just came up to me. It was like, "Hey, dude, thanks for your service. Thanks for everything you've done." He says, I know you've seen things that I've never seen, and I know you have thoughts in your brain that I never could think. He says, but thank you for being the person to make a difference, in my family's life. So that was very touching. So things like that is what pushes myself, to the next level, to keep going on and on, because I know there's people out there to appreciate and love what the military does, regardless on what people views all of it, regardless who's the president is, who congressman is, who a state official is, who a local official is. The bigger picture is someone had to sign the dotted line. It's a voluntary military, and no one forces you to go in there. So it's a select few that has enough honor, courage, integrity, and leadership to go into the recruiter station and say, you know what, I do want to write a blank check, and lay it down, for my country. So, but those are things that we do fight for. We fight for the right for someone to burn the flag. We fight for the right for someone to kneel, at the anthem. We fight for the right for someone to, spin on us as we come home. We fight for all those rights, but, at the end of the day, sometimes you got to think, do they take it, So, when I see someone and they're like, oh, you shouldn't have went over there, you fighting this kind of war. You know what? If I didn't, then who? You know what? That was a good phrase from Travis Menon, who died saving a battle buddy from a sniper overseas. So he said, if I didn't, then who? So if he didn't go over there, then who would? So he's going back over to for one less person to have to. Like I tell my children, I fought for this country so you won't have to. So we all have different things. We all put, our lives on the line for different things, whether it's for our children, whether it's for our family, whether it's for the entire United States, whether it's for the world. All of us have a cause, all of us have a purpose. So if your purpose is to picket and riot, by all means, that's your right. If your purpose is to help someone that's down, then that's your right. If your purpose is to, fight for a great cause, no matter what the outcome may be, no matter what people may say to you, then that is your right. So that is why, I joined the military, to give people those rights, to continue having, diversity, can continue to have ups and downs. Because at the end of the day, no matter, what people may do, out there in the world, As long as you stay in your lane and worry about you and your family, nothing going to harm you. Nothing's going to stop you. So with that, I will play War Within PTSD song.
You made it home alive and well, perfect soldier now it seems. Oh, and you could be forgiven, yeah, you thought it all changed. Your friends and family, they're welcome you back home. With the ones you love close by your side, you're home where you belong. So you look to find that switch, try to erase what you've seen. But your mind still races on with the places you've been. And although you know that danger's many thousand miles away, your body starts to feel this fear inside. It's growing stronger day by day. 'Cause me, I'm fighting my own war. It's raging deep inside of me. But no one else has ever heard of, one no one else will ever see. It's from a fear I've never known. Each day I face it on my own. Conflict inside, I feel that I may never win. When attack comes from a memory within. While lying in my bed at night, my mind is far away. And I'm fighting the same war again, the same as yesterday. Where the bullets rain and dying men cry out as they let go. There is no one here that you can trust among these faces you know. There are worse things than dying. Me, I know this to be true. And there are days so filled with anger, and I know I take it out on you. And I'm sure you find it hard to recognize the man within. And he's been eaten up by sadness, never letting anybody in. So you wake to find the darkness, feel like your heart is caving in. And though she tries to tell you it's okay, she lied. Know that she's your only shelter before. I know I'm not the only one. God knows I face it on my own. This conflict and fight, I fear that I may never win. This fallen soldier beaten by his own.
War Within, very touching song. So this is Mr. Too Easy Warrior Empowerment Hour, WRGG 93.7. Some people spend their entire lifetime wondering if they made a difference. Veterans don't have that problem. You know, it's sometimes it's hard to believe, and it's hard for a veteran to, when we come back, like myself, when you're not working, when you get out and you're idle. It's hard to get back into the swing of things because, for me, it was like I wasn't sure if I had a purpose. I wasn't sure if I had something to not really live for, but something to keep my mind occupied. It's different when, people say, oh, well, you was in the military for 16 years. When you get out, you can work this place, you can go this place. Yeah, but, war does something to you. It just does. That you're just never the same again. And everybody is totally different. As long as I was working, keep my mind occupied, you know what, getting only 5 hours of sleep a night, the nightmares weren't really there. The flashbacks weren't really there. The issues weren't really there because I was working through every single thing. I was consuming myself with work. So those things didn't happen. But then as soon as it was like dead space, it was like, whoa, now it hits me. Boom. Wondering why I have sleepless nights, wondering why I'm having these thoughts, wondering why the intrusive thoughts are coming through, wondering why, you just isolate and isolate and isolate, and you don't want to be bothered with people. For me, it was just something that just hit me. I used to work as a contractor 12 hours a day, not including travel time. So there's only 24 hours in a day. So 18 hours a day of work, 7 days a week. My mind wasn't just sitting idle. When I got in, took a shower, ate, you know, watched the movie, went straight to sleep, and then woke back up and did it all over again. So then when I stopped doing that, even when I came back stateside, worked for a defense contract company, traveled 2 hours to work, 2 hours from work, so that's 4 hours on the road. Then plus an 8 hours at work, but I got there pretty early because I didn't want to be in traffic. So of course, if I'm leaving at 4 a.m., getting to work at 6 a.m., working until 5 p.m., getting back home at 7 p.m., I'm putting in a lot of hours. So my mind really didn't worry about what happened, doing those 3 tours. But then as, things happen, you know, um, things just hit you. When life hits you, it hits hard. So it was the flashback came, the nightmares came, the bad thoughts came, intrusive thoughts came. It was just unreal. But then, my spouse, told me to get help. Didn't want to. Say, you know what, we're going to the VA. So that was a wonderful thing, and I thank her for that. She didn't have to, but it's great. It is wonderful when you have a wonderful person in your corner, and it's just, when those bad days are there, they make the bad days bearable. So when you have good people in your corner, a good treatment plan, um, wonderful people, it just makes it a little bit easier because then I know I'm not alone. You know. So with that, I'm gonna play one of my favorite songs by Five Finger Death Punch, "Wrong Side of Heaven," and I love these words. So just listen. Five Finger Death Punch, Wrong Side of Heaven. Let's see, this is Mr. Too Easy, WRGG 93.7. Some people spend their entire lifetime wondering if they made a difference. Veterans don't have that problem. So, the reason I like this song, Wrong Side of Heaven, is because I can relate, and the song relates to me, as I came back from my tours overseas. It's just, I relate to it. I really do. You're torn between doing what you think is morally right and torn between what your orders are to do. But at the end of the day, it's self preservation. You have yourself and your other battle buddies to your left and to your right. And then you have your home country in your rear. And you want to make sure that you're fighting for everyone. I'm fighting for my battle buddy to the left, fighting for the battle buddy to the right. He has my back like I have his. He has my six. That's another song for Five Finger Death Punch. So it's just not, some people say, oh man, you must really hated him because you was going forward. No, I didn't go to war because I hate the people that was out there. I went to war because I love what's left behind me. That's why I went. Besides, getting called up to do it. I loved America just that much that I didn't mind writing the check. Didn't mind putting my life on the line. And then, I know America loves me back. Because not every protester, I believe in their heart feel that, the military was wrong. But at the end of the day, not everyone is a leader. There's a lot of followers out there. I've met a few people that I know they was out there talking about, oh, the war is bad. But then, at the same token, they're like, oh, can I buy you a beer, man? Thanks a lot. Da, 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 da. So it's, you got to love people. I love people. I love everyone. I love my battle buddies. I love my brothers and sisters at arms. So I'm looking at the time, and it's coming close to an end. So for all my brothers and sisters at arms, for all the first responders, EMTs, police department, fire department, all you guys, that share the same pain and to share the same issues that I may share. This is the song Will Hodge, Strong, because we all are strong. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Will Hodge. So, guys and girls out there, I will leave you with this. Be mentally strong, socially strong, physically strong, and at all else, spiritually strong. So until next time, guys, peace.
WRGG. We are GA. We are GA. We are WRGGLP Greencastle.
Thanks.
For USA Radio
Oh,
News,
how do I
I'm Rick
respond?
Vincent. The Trump administration
I don't know how to say
against
thanks.
racial allegations in an upcoming tell-all book from Omarosa.
Are you sure you want to stop streaming?